I can write a song that rhymes. I'm the type who takes what's mine. I'm a fake to push the line. I'll convince you when it's time. I can write a book that's long. I know where the words belong. I'll determine right from wrong. Mine's a mind that builds a plum. I can write a code that ticks. My computer filled with tricks. Speak with me, the wall of bricks. Crash my head and see what sticks. A sword's designed from tip to hilt. See the freak and what it built. I can write a song that rhymes and then destroy it out of guilt. Okay, take 15.
Spit shit rap with a gulp and a sputter. I put no time into the rhyme, I put my thoughts in the gutter. And it's the pits, fizz, crabs crashing hot as a shutter. But in the back we got the dog that's looking good under butter. We got a dipshit rat coming talking about the literal. Sweet as sugar dime, sickening as a profiterole. And this'll be up on the physical. Listen to me now, the information's mission critical. He's looking fancier than Dateline, booking all the parties when they heard me through the grapevine. Yeah, now I'm swerving over paint lines, hooking all the hotties with my funny dairy canine. Yeah, and if you're hating this, it ain't mine. Baited your engagement looking like the hosted Dateline. Yeah, my work is sicker than a hate crime, quicken my demise cause I'm a homo writing gay rhymes. Fuck, I'm really churning the track. I pack a punch and leave a burden like a panic attack. I pass my judgment then bereave you of the skunk in your sack. My time is money on the clock, I bring the pendulum back. In fact, imagine what happens when I really attack. I'll write you dead into a corner with a shiv in your back. I'm feeling really silly, these are just the jokes that I crack. Detract from the meaning leaning in the ways of the pride that I lack. And all my missiles are homing, don't pack a pistol, pen's enough to pick a pertinent phony. The only problem's my prescription with a lecherous doggy and an obscene fascination I have to put the butter on him. The end is coming, you see, but it was worth it for the practice that I got from this beat. A simple way to spend my morning makes me happy with glee. You wanna know why? I'll tell you right now, it's cause you're looking at me.
You're listening to Mood FM, the only radio station that exclusively plays music written by people who are trying to write to sound like they are other people.
Rough and stupid kids are stupid and clammy in the back row, cutting through the skin a goofy tranny with a whack flow. Act low, foolish shit will prove to slow the cash grow. That's so, pass TV remote and watch the crack glow. And I don't really mean to be an asshole, keen to reconvene with broken parties free of hassle. Passing over bodies, omens what the cards show. Guarded, departed dearly, the Romans stormed the castle. Seems the potency has faded since the past though, doting devotedly filled with patience smoking hash dro. But you can see the honesty within me, no?
Hi, this is the first beat I've ever made, and it came out really aggressive, and I'm not an aggressive person, but I have to sing aggressively over it, otherwise it won't be fitting, so here's my song.
Well, I'm not quick to start a fight, you can be certain I'll end it. Don't get offensive, I'll crack a bat and leave your body upended. Think about your life and tell the devil how you spent it when you get to hell. Impress upon him just how much I meant it. Sneaky little creep, I'll steeply strip away your lifespan, eating at your solace in a way that only I can. I'm a comedian, I line my punches right, man. Pry you from your life like you're the contents of a laugh can. But I ain't joking, I suggest you give apology, lest I leave your body to become some archaeology. Best believe I'll do it, don't be dumb when you acknowledge me. Test me and I promise to rewrite your whole biology. Cat of nine tails, fear me when I lash out. Practice caution when encroaching on this killer girl scout. When I get back and back to making all the girlies shout. Call me kamikaze while I calculate my crash out.
You got a $1 bill, get your hands up. You got a $50 bill, get your hands up. You got a $20 bill, get your hands up. You got a $10 bill, get your hands up. Single ladies, I can't hear y'all. Single ladies, make noise. Single ladies, I can't hear y'all. Single ladies, make noise.
Look, I fully reject you like spiritually, bodily. Anything you can do, I can do honestly. I can see through your psychology, reading you through your transparent pathology. Really, don't walk on me unless you properly map out my landmine typography. Pick you apart like a Saw movie, marvelous pieces of torture pornography. It's not a coincidence companies hid in the process of finding the products they offer. The incidents often as precious mistakes in the office of commerce. Approximate honesty's awfully sinister subplot to maximize profit. Commodities follow the call of the people who modify, make, and destroy them. A abolish compulsory models of heinous subscription to beat oligopolies, common addiction to strip mine away at the wallets of people who ought to be sailing on digital currents to physical media, trapped in the past of the mind of a misanthrope, guided by principles tied to the line of economy.
I got the sauce to get me top in the industry. Off the 30-minute promises for cheesy delivery. Keep it hot and fresh and cheap, but I ain't cooking deliciously. We've been lining up for slices, reinventing the guillotine. Assorted storyteller sells you more than lore, affording them a portion of attention, hungry for important torrents of affection pouring forth from those adoring them. Invention is the mother of the whores on television. Any anecdote you hear is smoke and mirrors planted thoroughly. They plan it down to details such as clothes and jewelry. The planet only knows the parts of you chose to show for free. It goes to show the owners of the boat will never rock with you and me. Dead men tell no tales, fake men solve no quarrels. Watch them choose their sails, spinning made-up morals. Watch them lose their tails, cut their ropes, then flee. Because they don't know you, and now you don't know me. Dead men tell no tales, fake men solve no quarrels. Watch them call their sails, spinning made-up morals. And if all else fails, this can set you free. No, I don't know you, and yeah, you don't know me. It's my personal refrain to stay abstained from the haters. The day's the same for all these fucking fake entertainers. Watch me make a bunch of money filling amphitheaters. Observe me whine about the fame and call me Bo the creator. People starving in the streets, I see it's not very fair. Don't bring your woes to me, I won't really care. I'm just a speed-o-light connection and I work unaware. So never wish upon a star, because we're not really there. Dead men tell no tales, fake men solve no quarrels. Watch them choose their sails, spinning made-up morals. Watch them lose their tails, cut their ropes, then flee. Because they don't know you, and now you don't know me. Dead men tell no tales, fake men solve no quarrels. Watch them call their sails, spinning made-up morals. And if all else fails, this can set you free. No, I don't know you, and yeah, you don't know me. I broke in the beat and I cope with a nice song. You don't gotta tell me, I know when it went wrong. I bomb at the bombs out and pop like a .com. I poach to compete, my foe store when I walk on. I talk big game for a bitch who doesn't even go here. I proc when a lame-o starts spitting shit with no cheer. My stock is unlimited, spinning shit with Fibonacci. No shot pushing dividends will get the eyes who wanna watch me. My primary drive has never been profit. Don't step to me if you cannot top it. Leave you some dust so you can choke on it. Eye on my tail, you can't catch a comet. Broke in the beat and I cope with a nice song. You don't gotta tell me, I know when it went wrong. I vomit the bombs out and pop like a .com. I poach to compete, my foes throw when I walk on. I'm critical of my empirical ability to fight with my theory being possible is silly seeing what I write. Maybe this will be the one to put it past the finish line, so I will beat people into watching by putting shit in 5-8. Fuck. I really fucked up the end there, but you know, hopefully that was cool for you. I squeeze a bitch like toothpaste, pop like jelly donuts, let me see how you taste. I keep it on the level like a substrate, shoot straight ropes like I'm Shabari Sniper Lovelace. And if you got a problem, miss me. Sloppy shots with issues get deleted from my history. My preference is pedantic, I'm a mystery, but the prophecy foretells a bitch who likes to keep it crispy. Bad seed, motor mouth faggot, make an effort to correct yourself or silence a habit. My taste is free of games, so hop along like a rabbit. I'm actually a target, hoping that you'd follow to stab it. Sit back, let fly a couple passionate homophones. Shit that eyes pry to copy when they get home. This cat might try to punch above her weight, dismantle any other cracker dumb enough to hold a microphone. I squeeze a bitch like toothpaste, pop like jelly donuts, let me see how you taste. I keep it on the level like a substrate, shoot straight ropes like I'm Shabari Sniper Lovelace. And if you got a problem, fuck you. Mind the range of difference, never aim at what's above you. My rhetoric is frantic, that's how I can do a rap that is didactic and practically light, ooh. Rippity rip, rap, here I go with my rippity rap. I hope I don't fuck it up again. This is take 21, here I go, rippity fucking rap. How many problems could you possibly find inside the kind of person mindless of the place they occupy inside the zeitgeist? Rhetoricians know a style with the soul comprised of pride as recipe for leaving weaker peons spineless. I can assure you that I'm lined with good pot. I blow the kind of hot air to leave the kettle self-conscious. Got a problem child writing diamond lines with kindness fighting lamer guys who hide their thoughts behind their wallets. Hey, I'm a parable in process. I'm hilarious in cutting through the nonsense. Brought an awful lot of knowledge, drop it in your noggin. Not a lot of people know that they are awful in a broad sense. I spent a lot of time weighing things. Dropped my heart on a scale, got some angel wings. Put my poker face truth up front. I don't got a lot of jokes, just a funny way of saying things. And shit, I don't write hits. I pen preposterous rhetorical skips. I skim the bottom of the barrel knowing when I hit the pavement what's behind me is as bad as it gets. And that's it. I hope you liked my shits. I'm at my wit's end. I don't fucking know. This is why I write this shit down in advance. Sorry. Skelly had a wicked fast computer. She would use it every day, adding programs with a quickness people scorned when they reviewed her. Feeling the weight of the eyes on her back, Skelly would utilize every script she had written to further impress all the ones who had at once abused her. Setting aside all the precious emotions attached to the thing, devices are only as good as the will of their users. Avoid confrontation as long as you can when the confidence people have put in you hinges on palatability, shifting erroneously in the wake of a fuck-up. A simple solution to everything comes when you distance yourself from the issue, but nobody likes it when Twitter's returned with the confidence someone who hasn't repented would show. Watching the processes run on her shoulder, people surrounding her roundly rejected the only intentions they saw in her code, deciding to crash it. Timid little pocket watch, intimidating maintenance and interventions awful, necessary for entanglement. Impressive auto-author of the smallest user manual, invented not to bother any honest human animal. First one in, last one out, made by design. And my curse runs when that runs out, pay by the line. Intensive production and failure divine, my obsessive destruction of personal time. Spare the nose and seraphim glaring over the garrison, parody of the problem, a prodigy by comparison. Terrible is the hand that pulls the trigger over property. Verily is the progress of the people tied to poverty. Possible is the precedent of being what we ought to be. Honestly, just the prospect is enough to stop a prophecy. Prodigal implications of the future that we want to see. Volatile preparations when you wait for them improperly. Strikingly enlightening and biblical like Nimrod, Aphrodite whizzes his lightning racing rhythm. I did a rod, I'm writing so very tightly, pacing rigorous analog. Realize that only rhyming's not impressively difficult. It's unlikely I have kept you here for 10 seconds longer than expected. I'm really bothered by the shortened attention I am vexed with, but to be honest, it is not really on you to be getting this. I'm responsible for feeding you your sugary messes, and now it's parting time. I promise to be grateful forever and only partially intoxicated under the weather. So leave a like and leave a comment on my latest endeavor in teaching everyone that every song I write isn't better. Bright green light with obvious intent, impenetrable with the pressure of the effort she spent. Incredulous, pushing rope without a penny to spend, in an agenda worth the focus that the author intends. And yet the mind stays bereft of a pot it could piss in, the product of a driven time with all the energy missing. If we're honest, a modicum of the promise could prosper, but it's appalling deposit without apology offered. Is it a sin to sit in silence with an ink pen? A silly side of it can ride when you're in need then. If it's impossible to profit off the beat and the lines, then profiteering is a needless way to ruin designs. Have a little faith in the kid. I pick apart a problem faster than a king who had his royal court all drawn and quartered. I tackle lawful tasks with honor, and I corner anybody thinking that I couldn't get it on. Or actually, it's rather important for accurate reporting currently to not allot the focus towards the people mourning. I'm not aligned with violence, only kind, and kinda not about the type of song with cruelty rhymes. Getting allergic to the pace the competition meets me, skip the opposition, aim to make them taste defeat completely. Guess it's apparent that I'm running solo. No one wants a toe-to-toe against the Susianist homo. Keep it freely appealing to me, and better yet, irrational to getter. I'm a bona fide stagger stepper, bag neglector, scare the hosey, specialty imposing, only knowledge babbled by the beat collector. Hey, are you interested in seeing my party trick? I promise I practice it often. Man, my shit is so sick, it'll put you inside of a coffin. I mean, I'm really getting really good at it recently. I think I'm kind of a prodigy, honestly. Kind of a miracle. I mean, my dominance is like defined all empirically. Honest to God, my experience learning this has been a spiritual journey. I'm actually kind of astonished I'm not yet accomplishing everything I've said apart from the mob that I'm robbing to finish my body. I'm starting to make it impersonal. Let it be known every action I take is a groundbreaking gesture, so why would I make it reversible? Allow me to gather myself and ask you to hold out your hand. Oh, you're wondering over my powers? Okay, here's what I've planned. Stealing your skin, peeling it off to replace you and taking your place on the couch, telling each one of your jokes like they started inside of my mouth, eating your dinner and spitting it out, saying aloud that I failed and I blame you. It's really a compliment. You should thank me for being on top of it. If it's all that important to you, you should let me adopt of it. I mean, isn't your skin getting tight? And just think of what I could do better if I could just get your opinions inside it. Just let me begin to rip off of it.
C-suite to C-street to the back and the leg. Lead pieces to pierce like needles, eyes to rack up the dead. Passing through you like a breeze or maybe vengeance instead. It's just a shame you never saw the people please when you bled. To kill a vulture is a population pleaser. Anti-advocates for social change and culture are the lames who mourn the geezer. There's a premium on petty cost increasers. Best protect your neck, they're showing 3D reruns just outside the Hilton theaters. Can you feel the terror shaking? The marching of the people most affected by the taking. Are you bringing home the bacon? The parchment sown with seed you chose to reap before you rake in. To pull a common thread of decency, the needs of many supersede the bottom lines of regency. Hey, to put it reasonably, proceed into a retreat. You shouldn't exist without a reason to be. Let's sick the wolves on Wall Street. Little red book and it never looks so sweet. We tear into the super PACs to show the world it's a pigsty. It's my opinion currently they want us to all die. Yeah, well, fat fucking chance. It's apparent to me that everybody's sick of this dance. So if you're curious on how to make a politician listen, it's a simple mission. All you gotta do is... Hey, now put your hands in the air if you see the best of us bleeding and you just don't care. Yeah, we make a miserable pair. Let them know that time is fleeting now, especially theirs. Just put your hands in the air if you see the bougie is bleeding and you just don't care. Sorry, they said that life's not fair. Let them know that time is fleeting now, especially theirs.
It's so dehumanizing to say, oh, this is acceptable in any way, shape, or form.
It's perverted. It is perverted, Tammy.
Moral relativism, this is death of right and wrong, or the glorification of violence and murder. And murder becomes one of the tools. Destruction gains fame for killers and their causes.
Now put your hands in the air if you see the best of us bleeding and you just don't care. Yeah, we make a miserable pair. Let them know that time is fleeting now, especially theirs. Just put your hands in the air if you see the bougie is bleeding and you just don't care. Sorry, they said that life's not fair. Let them know that time is fleeting now, especially theirs.
Destruction gains fame for killers and their causes. Destruction gains fame for killers and their causes. Destruction gains fame for killers and their causes. Destruction gains fame for killers and their causes.
Take 14. Spitting open salt the tilt, spilling over it. A pillaging admission from a guilt-tripping hypocrite. A tentative remission from trip-sitting associates. A cyclical addition in a chain of getting over it. The narc in me's a problem, it's a bottle twisted, closed at chronic illness, trichinosis in my shit. I nematode. A probability to change is looking willfully the lowest. Appeal to nature's a way to keep the victims in my notice. I'm really feeling myself. The villain's my truest of selves. Affiliates peeling apart at the seams, it seems, as pinnacle health. Impatiently stealing the racks by the ream, I deal in innocent wealth. A station that keeps me inside of the team, I steal in imminent stealth. A pity the people a part of the problem are probably piecing together a bountiful alibi. Little ability, otherwise aiming to angle the blame at themselves or admit a lie. Listen to me and my issues, I'm innocent, honest, I'm killing with kind of a silly vibe. If it's your mission to question my ethics, I promise they'll miss you when I make your body die. I mean, I'm not that guy, I'm a generous individual and I'm so kind. It's my strenuous imposition, though, to live this mind. It's impetuous to try to grow. I know I've tried. I propose in a code that my load is obscene. Apropos of the goading imposed on the scene that I chose to implode over no good reason. What's it like to exist with the record so clean?
I'm slipping through the pipes, I'm dripping through the drain. I'm a slime man, through your ears and soaking in your brain. I'm a menace to society, my danger is inexorable. I'm made of a variety of untraceable chemicals. If you wanted to find me on a dating application, you would learn of some activities I partake in moderation, which include but are not limited to painting fields of horses, collecting rubber gloves, and infecting water sources. My body is unique because it's fluidic in its nature, and its sound is yet uncharted by your English nomenclature. I despise all of humanity for making me a beast, and I'll be damned if I am killed before my malice is unleashed. But for now, I am content within my viscous little life. I'm a slimy little dog and a loving slimy wife. That's a joke, of course. Be sure that you don't laugh until you're weak. My existence is so lonely as a scientific freak. If you would, let me regale the tale of how I came to be, as it may free your face from cringe
changing every time you look at me. You see, it started in a lab of which I cannot tell the purpose, where some men in hazmat suits were tasked with taking over Earth. And while they may have tried in earnest to maintain my state of nerd, I simply couldn't shake the notion that their greed was not my worth. One night while they were sleeping, I slid under the door. I was faced with brand new rooms which I had never seen before. And inside one of the rooms was the two fucking dirty whores which brought me into existence, which I never asked them for. I then used my viscous body to prohibit flow of air into their lungs, and then I left their bodies simply rotting there. And from that day on, I went on slithering from near to far to remind the human race how truly pitiful they are.
Heightened death for thrifty spenders, dedicated beta tenders. Open up the source, supporting Skyrim modding, script extenders. Less offensive loading measures, guess opposed to voting leisures. Chroma comatose to mold, Tony Danza voting dentures. Suppose a popular physicist stole the secret to believing in expensive complicitness. All the melatonin oceans in the Boston religion is heralding the broken motions for the honest litigiousness.
Would you believe me if I told you were looking at a big shot? Shit'll make your heart stop. Took your girl to dance and then she let me let my sock pop. Pretty little pit stop. Titties made my jaw drop. Fingers in her pants like Nanny should've left her doors locked. You force off. This fucking sucks. I will not write anymore because that intro's really stupid. I am horny galore. I put my pen up on the pad and probably pooped on the floor. My petty pissy poem proving to be passive and poor.
Fuck! Man, why is writing so hard?